Evening News presented by Addition Financial Credit Union. Count us in.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Tammy Fields.
And I'm Greg Angel. Tonight, we continue to remember and mourn the lives lost in a string of shootings this week.
Support from across the nation continues to pour in for the victims. 9-year-old Tiana Major, our very own Spectrum News reporter Dylan Lyons, and 38-year-old Natasha Augustine, all shot and killed on Wednesday. Also injured in the shooting, the mother of Tiana and Spectrum News photojournalist Jesse Walden, who is recovering and is in good spirits.
We do have continuing live team coverage for you tonight. Spectrum News 13's Eric Levy and Randy Roush. They have more on how all three are being remembered. But first, Spectrum News 13's Rebecca Turco. She is live for us tonight from the Orange County Sheriff's Office. And Rebecca, you spoke one-on-one with Sheriff John Mina to try to learn more about when we can expect new charges against the suspect. And that is just one of many questions so many people still have tonight, Rebecca.
So many questions, and right now he says their focus is on working on making this case the strongest possible. And since the suspect is already in jail for the first murder, he's not going anywhere, which means they have time. So the focus is to make it airtight.
Questions remain as detectives investigate why a man shot 5 people in Pine Hills Wednesday. But one thing's for sure.
We're 100% confident that Keith Moses is responsible for those murders.
The sheriff says around 11 Wednesday morning, 19-year-old Keith Moses was in the car with his cousin and his cousin's friend, 38-year-old Natasha Augustine. He says Moses shot Augustine, killing her, and ran off. A few hours later, Sheriff Mina says Moses fired more shots near the initial crime scene, 2 shootings minutes apart. But what's not clear is the order they happened.
We're looking at video and talking to witnesses, trying to figure all that out.
Sheriff Mina says the gunman shot Jesse Walden outside his news car and killed Dylan Lyons, who was sitting inside. At some point, the sheriff says Moses went into a nearby home and shot a mother and her daughter, killing the 9-year-old, Tiana Major.
I've been doing this for 32 years. I've never, ever seen a case where the suspect returned to the scene armed with a handgun and started shooting again. It just doesn't happen.
It's hot still. It's hot.
Authorities arrested him around 4:30. The sheriff says it's unclear whether Moses actually knew any of the victims, and he isn't talking.
Our focus now is on providing the best case possible and tying up every single loose end, collecting all the evidence we can.
Moses today entered a written plea of not guilty on that first murder charge. The sheriff says he expects 2 additional murder charges to be filed either Monday or Tuesday, among additional charges related to the shooting. Reporting live in Orlando, Rebecca Turco, Spectrum News.
Rebecca, thank you. State Attorney Monique Worrell is calling for changes and better enforcement when it comes to juvenile criminals. We asked Florida House Speaker Paul Renner what changes lawmakers can make at the state level.
And we're working on that as we speak. I've made very clear that I see a big distinction between law-abiding men and women that have a right to self-defense of themselves and others, and those who are consistently using guns in crimes. And we're going to go after those guys, and so you will see in the coming weeks bills introduced to get tougher on violent people that use guns in the commission of crimes.
Meanwhile, Florida Democrats have called for Republicans to withdraw the proposed permitless carry gun provisions to limit gun violence. Family and classmates of 9-year-old Tiana Major gathered to remember her life at Pine Hills Elementary School.
And it's like it's still trying to sink in. 9 years old. Spectrum News 13 anchor Eric Levy is live in studio with us. And Eric, we were able to hear from those who knew Tiana, a 9-year-old girl. That's one more empty seat in a classroom today, and a bright child.
Well, look at her picture right there behind us. I mean, you can't forget that name. And at 9 years old, Tam and Greg, I mean, you're in 3rd grade, just like Tiana. It's about the time you start to figure out what you want to do when you grow up. You have dreams that you want to share with everybody. Well, now everybody is sharing in the nightmare of losing her. this picture, you pretty much know the smile on Tiana Major's face was not forced. It's unfortunate that it takes a tragedy to hear about the good things that were ahead for this 9-year-old.
She wanted to help homeless people. She wanted to help people in need.
But on this day, these people are the ones in need of love and strength, beginning the laborious task of healing from such a massive loss in such a vulgar way.
Today was all about the response to wickedness. The response to evil is responding with love.
Tiana loved bubbles, hence why bubbles were blown into the air. The blue sky patterned with a few clouds were dotted with colorful balloons, too. In the crowd, Tiana's dad was described as her superhero. Tiana's mom was there, too, who was shot at the same time as her daughter.
If there were any injuries, it was not visible at that time. It was apparent that she was okay, and she's in good health, and thank God for that.
So as those close to Tiana figure out how to remember her, it's just hard to forget that her life was punctuated by gun violence.
We hope to curve this type of stuff. We don't want to, continuously be part or victimized in these sort of events.
Well, Tiana not only wanted to help the homeless and people in need, she also, Tammy and Greg, loved gymnastics. And unfortunately, none of that will be able to be achieved right now. But, the memories are always going to be discussed about Tiana. Those memories will never be able to be taken away.
And you think about the lost opportunities, and 9.
Yeah,
too young.
I know.
But think about the trauma to her classmates and her teachers.
And a lot of people who were at the vigil said they were being really strong, and they were trying to put on a happy face, doing the best that they can while still remembering her.
I think we can relate to that,
yeah,
as we are all trying to put on our most stoic face. 9-year-old life taken too soon, a 38-year-old life taken too soon, a 24-year-old life taken too soon. Talking about our own Dylan Lyons, a graduate of University of Central Florida, well known here in our community, and broadcasting students at UCF are remembering Dylan as well. He graduated from UCF in 2019, and dedicating those students, dedicating their college newscast, nightly news, in Dylan's honor tonight.
Spectrum News 13's Randy Roush. He is joining us live outside the Nicholson School of Communication and Media. I have been there many times before, and those students are so dedicated and so excited to be working as journalists, student journalists. Tell us tonight, Randy, how is he being remembered there?
Well, Tammy, Dylan is a hero around the communications department here. Students and instructors know him well because it really wasn't that long ago that he was a student here, and they all seem to know that he had a future in broadcasting.
Take camera 2, mics, and cue.
Coming up on UCF Nightly News.
Go inside UCF's communications department, and you're likely going to hear some talk about Dylan Lyons.
Dylan Lyons also played a crucial role for the Nightly News team while he was a student just 4 short years ago.
Dylan spent his college years here building the foundation of what would lead to a promising career. Former classmates remember him fondly.
Well, how hard he worked in his practicum and his nightly news class, the day-to-day practice of what a journalist is.
During their 1 p.m. broadcast, students dedicated the first block of news in honor of Dylan.
It's always really nice to hear when your fellow classmates get jobs in the fields as they want, especially in this field, because journalism is such a difficult career to go into, and it is all competition. So I was definitely jealous, but I was super happy for him when I heard that he landed, especially in Gainesville. It's not too far away. So
sharing the feelings of what could have been if not taken so soon.
Dylan would no question have had a very long career in the field and would have told a lot of stories that needed to be told, and it's really sad that those stories won't be told by him.
Professor Rick Brunson, who taught classes, remembers many things about Dylan, but one memory sticks out among the rest.
Oh my goodness, he was a classy guy. I mean, he would come to class, to my classes, wearing a tie, and I don't even wear a tie, and he would come walking in, tie, nice shirt. He was always looking sharp.
He is very loved out here. Outside the communications building, you can actually see people have been leaving flowers, candles, and whatever memento they can leave out here to remind them how important Dylan was in their lives. There's going to be a vigil out here tonight at 6:30 honoring Dylan. Reporting live in Orlando, Randy Roush, Spectrum News.
Randy, thank you.
Thank
and
you
the
for that
vigil
report.
There at UCF, one of several taking place across our area. And some of those vigils, just one of the many ways that the community has been sharing how they are thinking of Tiana and Dylan and their families and us here, and we do appreciate all of that. We, along with the Orlando community, continue to work on coping with this tragedy.
It has been a heartbreaking week for all of us, but keep it here. Back in a moment.